Hey there. So I told you in my last review video that I would let you know what I decided about the fate of my Orchid full-size crossbody tote. I just wasn't sure when I opened it and tried it on that it was going to be the right fit for me. And I think that what I have realized over the course of like a day and a half trying to carry it and get used to it is that it's just too long for me. I think a north-south orientation bag is just not for me right now, the way that I'm shaped. I'm a curvy gal with big hips, and my partner looked at it and he was like, yeah, I really like the color of it, but it seems like it's kind of hitting you like at your widest spot on your hip and it's just sitting kind of funny. And so I think he's right. I think that I need either shorter tote bags or more of an east-west orientation. So it didn't take me too long. It only took me like a day to figure out that I was going to let that one go. So I posted it in a couple of the BST groups on Facebook yesterday, and within a couple of hours I had someone who was willing to purchase it. And so I'm currently here in my vehicle. I'm at the post office. It's all boxed up. My car's kind of dirty, sorry. But it's all boxed up and ready to go. So I'm going to take that in and drop it off and send it on its way. And I think there's somebody who's going to be really happy to receive it. With a lot of these PLG releases, they release like these really desirable colors and styles in very limited quantities. So almost always they sell out right away. And there are people who didn't get the item that they wanted to purchase. So that was why, instead of just returning it to Portland Leather Goods, I decided to post it in the BST groups. And I just posted it for what I paid plus what shipping was going to cost. So this way somebody else gets to have the bag that they really wanted, and I get my money back, and I can use that to either purchase some new bags and try out different styles, or I can just have my money back. So that's what's happening with that. But I'm also here in my car because I wanted to share with you guys that I'm having so much fun with this YouTube channel and starting to make videos again that I've decided I want to invest in this process. Content creation has been something that I have sort of cycled through quite a few different times. I've got a TikTok account that has done relatively well, focusing on my weight loss journey. And I have also done some other YouTube content around some of my chronic illness issues. I've got type 1 diabetes, so I have another channel where I've talked about that a little bit, but I was never very consistent with posting about that. So I'm really enjoying posting reviews of these leather goods, and there are other items that I've got ideas about trying to make some reviews of. I've thought about trying to just do some like lifestyle vlogging kind of content, but yeah, I just thought that because this is something that I keep coming back to, and it's obviously an interest of mine and a passion of mine, that I should just go ahead and invest in the equipment that would make it easier and just more feasible to continue making content on a regular basis. So as soon as I go into the post office and drop off this package, I'm going to be heading down to Eden Prairie, which is a couple of suburbs over from where I live in the Minneapolis West Metro area, and I'm going to pick up a camera. I've been doing a little bit of research on what kind of camera would be good for this, and I think I finally settled on one that feels like a good combination of a reasonable price with the specifications that I think I might need. I don't know. I'm not a photography, videography expert by any means. I've just been using my phone for the past several years. I did at one point have a GoPro that I used for making church content. I'm a pastor in my daily work life. So when COVID hit, we all had to get creative and figure out how to make church work online. So I think I bought a GoPro for the church to use back then because I had no idea what the heck we needed, and it was relatively affordable. So anyway, I'm not getting a GoPro. I'm getting something else, and I will show you guys what it is when I go pick it up. So I will see you soon. Well, I'm back home, and I didn't really do a good job of trying to capture any of my trip to Best Buy, but I will show you guys what I ended up getting. So I went specifically to this Best Buy because there was a Sony Alpha ZV-E10. Every time I've tried to say that, I have messed it up. That was an open box, and so I snagged that because it was like $75 cheaper than the new one. And I had been reading reviews of some different cameras. This was one that is often recommended. It is a mirrorless digital camera, which means that you can swap out lenses. And this one is the kit that comes with a lens. It's a 16 to 50 millimeter lens, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what that means. I'm gonna have to be doing a lot more research on camera specs and lenses and what is good for what. I just pulled it out of the box and I've been playing with it a little bit, and I took a picture of my cat, so I'll insert that here so you guys can see just the quality that I'm working with. I'll try to record a little clip on the camera too so you can see what the picture looks like. But I really have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to camera settings. I took a photography course when I was in high school, which would have been like 2007. That was probably the year that I was taking the photography class. And we were using DSLR cameras then, and so I got a little bit of hands-on experience messing with apertures and different settings on the camera, but I don't really remember any of it. So I'm gonna need to probably be watching YouTube videos to try to educate myself on how to work a fancy camera, because the most I've done for the last decade or so is play with my iPhone camera settings. But I'm really excited to have this. It feels like it's gonna be a good tool. I did pick up just a 128 gig memory card to go with it. And then I also got a little adapter for the SD card, because I have an iMac in my office at home, and then I've also got a MacBook Air, which is what I take back and forth for work. And so I needed an adapter that I could plug into those computers, because nobody makes computers with actual inputs anymore, right? They just have like USB-C inputs. So this one should work well, because it's got both a USB-C on one side, and then on the other side it's got a USB-A. So no matter what device I'm using, I should be able to plug it in. And this also takes a standard SD card or a micro SD card. So I imagine that as I keep going, I will probably have more SD cards. I also would like to get an external hard drive. One of my biggest issues, and part of why I'm trying to move away from filming on my phone and move it to a camera with an actual memory card, is because I am struggling with storage between devices, and just having stuff back and forth between the cloud and my various devices has been kind of cumbersome. And so I thought that this might help streamline that if I just can store everything on the SD card and then either delete it or move it over to an external hard drive, and that can come with me and move between devices. I use Final Cut Pro as my editing software, and I've got that on both my desktop computer and my laptop, so I can do my editing wherever I am. And yeah, I've heard that there's actually a Final Cut Pro for the iPad now, so I need to look and see if the version that I purchased will allow me to download that, or if that's a separate purchase. I'm not sure yet, but it would be kind of nice to be able to work on my iPad too. So that's where we're at for now. Thanks for watching this kind of long and rambling vlog video. I would definitely like to get into filming some different types of content, showing you guys different products that I'm exploring, but also just kind of talking about what's going on in my life. So yeah, that's where we're at for now. Okay, here is the new camera. I have not messed with the setting at all. So this is just what it looks like. It's using the built-in microphone right now. I'm going to be glancing over because I want to see what it looks like in the little flip around screen. it's looking pretty good. I've got my ring light on behind me over here, so you can kind of see that in my glasses when I look up. But I think that the lighting, the coloring is looking good. It's auto-focusing really well. But you guys let me know. What do you think? It looks like it's blurring my background. There's my perfumes that are up on the wall behind me there. You can usually see the things on the wall behind me up there, my like cross stitches and my little giraffe head, my books behind me. But it's definitely pretty close up in terms of angles. I know that one of the benefits of having a camera like this is that you can swap out the lenses, and so I could get a wider lens if I wanted to. And I might in the future do that at some point. There's also, it came with a little muff for the microphone. So this guy is like a little wind muff, so that clips onto the top of the camera. I did just attach, I've got like a little tripod stand thing that I attached. So I can put that down here and stand it up. I need to get a better tripod, but this works fine for now. This actually works pretty well because I can get farther back. I can still see myself, but one of the nice things about having a bigger camera like this is that it's really easy for me to look into the lens. I feel like when I'm recording on my phone and I've got it set up to mirror on like a monitor that's something besides my phone, I'm tempted to look at the monitor a lot. So this is working well. Now that you guys have seen the footage from the actual camera, let me know what you think. Does it look any better than what I've been filming on my iPhone? This clip right here is actually from my front camera because I just didn't feel like setting it up to mirror on my monitor right now. So this video quality might be a little bit lower than what you usually get when it's on my back camera. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you all think as viewers about the new camera and how it's capturing video. Is it any better? Is it worth having the separate camera? I hope it is, and I'm gonna keep playing with it and hopefully I'll get better at using it. So, all right, that's all that I have for today. I appreciate it if you liked the video, if you got anything out of it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this content, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.